Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. From today on we are starting with class 10th syllabus. I will also be posting videos on maths tricks for fast calculation as well in between for competitive exams and for students as well. So starting with chapter 1, real numbers. There are three main subtopics in this chapter: Euclid's division lemma, the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, and rational numbers. I have already discussed about Euclid's division lemma before. I'll put the link in the description box below. So now we are dealing with the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Before moving directly to the theorem, let's look on prime numbers and composite numbers. We know 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. When we look at 2, we could write 2 as 1 into 2, 3 as 1 into 3 only. But 4 we could write as 1 into 4 or 2 into 2. 5 could be written only as 1 into 5, whereas 6 can be written as 1 into 6 or 2 into 3 as well. So the numbers on my left 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. are called prime numbers. They have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Whereas the rest of the numbers are called composite numbers. These numbers have more than two factors and they are written as a product of prime numbers. When we look at 4, it is written as 2 into 2. 6 is written as 2 into 3, where 2, 3, etc. are prime numbers. And they are unique. Unique means 4 can be written only as 2 into 2 or 2 into 2 is always 4, and 6 can be written only as 2 into 3 or 2 into 3 is always 6. That is unique. But the order in which we write the numbers could change. That is, the factors of 30 are 2, 3 and 5. We could write it as 2 into 3 into 5 or 3 into 5 into 2 or 5 into 2 into 3. In all these cases, when we multiply the three factors, we get the number as 30. And the fundamental theorem of arithmetic is all about composite number. It states that every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. So in general, a composite number x can be written as x is equal to p1, p2, p3 up to pn, such that p1 to pn are prime numbers arranged in ascending order. This is referred to as prime factorization. Prime factorization is nothing but writing a composite number as a product of its prime factors in an ascending order. Clear? So let's take an example, 96. So we start with the smallest prime number possible, that is 2. So 96 by 2 gives 48, 48 by 2 is 24, 24 by 2 is 12, 12 by 2 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3. So we could write 96 as 2 5 times, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So when we combine the 2's together, 2 5 times we could write as 2 raised to 5 into 3. Now 404. 404 by 2 is 202, 202 by 2 is 101. So we could write 404 as 404 is equal to 2 into 2 into 101. So combining the 2's, we have 2 square into 101. So here in 2 raised to 5, 5 is called the power of 2 or exponent of 2. And in 2 square, 2 is called the power of 2 or exponent of 2. Now let's look at the HCF of two numbers. So in earlier classes you learned HCF is a common factor of two numbers. So we have 2 into 2 common for 96 and 404. So HCF of 96 and 404 is 2 into 2. We could write it as 2 square. So if we write the prime factors in the exponent form, how to find the HCF is that we look for the common factor. Here the common prime factor is 2 for both 96 and 404. So we have 2 raised to 5 in 96 and 2 square in 404. So you know HCF is always the smallest number. So we should take the smallest power. Here we have 2 raised to 5 and 2 square. So 2 square is the smallest. So we take the HCF as 2 square. So HCF is the smallest power of each common prime factor. Now let's find the LCM of 96 and 404. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 101. So in exponent form, how you calculate LCM is that we take all the factors. Here we have 2, 3 and 101 as factors of 96 and 404. We have 2 raised to 5 and 2 square. You already know LCM is a larger number than HCF. So for LCM, you take all the prime factors, not just the common factor, and also In the common factor, we take the greatest power for LCM. That is, LCM is the greatest power of each prime factor. For HCF, you take only the common factor and the smallest power. For LCM, we take all the factors and just the greatest power. Now we have HCF and LCM. If we multiply HCF with LCM, we have 4 into 9696 as 38784. And if we multiply the two numbers 96 into 404, we get the same answer 38784. That is, HCF into LCM is equal to the product of two numbers, that is A into B. This is only applicable for two numbers, not applicable for three numbers. So let's discuss the exercises in the next video. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you.